What if your blood sugar isn't the problem? Your insulin is. Spikes in blood sugar after a meal? Totally normal. It's what happens next that your body notices. Here's the deal. Insulin acts like a key. It opens doors to your cells, letting sugar in for energy. But if those doors, think of them as locks, get rusty, sugar stays outside, hanging out in your blood. That's when we start to see trouble. And it doesn't end there. Many of us miss the signs our body sends. Ever feel that afternoon crash, like you need a nap just to get by? Or those powerful cravings that hit out of nowhere? You might even notice weight creeping up around your middle. These can be red flags, the trap most people fall into, ignoring these signs, and that's where things get really interesting. So we've learned that spikes are a normal part of life. But what happens when our daily habits push insulin to work overtime? Picture this. Your body is a factory with alarms blaring and the maintenance crew missing. Frequent snacking keeps insulin on duty all day. Those little munchies, they're like keeping the lights on when nobody's home. And then there are the liquid calories. A smoothie or a sweet coffee might sound healthy, but they hit our system fast, really fast. It's like tossing fuel into a fire rather than letting it simmer. Stress and poor sleep are like that blaring alarm. Stress keeps your body on high alert, while lack of sleep leaves you without crucial overnight repair time affecting your hormones. Can we blame ourselves for being tired and snacking more? And no, we've all been there. But here's the part nobody talks about. So we've uncovered those sneaky habits. But now let's dive deeper. The problem isn't just about your willpower, it's actually what's happening inside your body. Imagine your cells are parking lots for energy, and insulin is like a traffic cop directing glucose cars where to go. When those parking lots get full, the traffic cop has to shout louder to get the glucose cars parked. Your muscle tissue? That's your biggest parking lot. But with inactivity, it's like losing those extra parking spaces, leading to a serious glucose jam. Here's where many get caught off guard. You can have normal fasting numbers, but if those roads stay jammed after meals, that's where insulin resistance sneaks in. Post-meal spikes really do matter. It's not about fighting cravings. It's a traffic jam that can be rerouted. The good news is there are ways to clear the roadblocks without extreme measures. So if our muscle cells are like a sponge soaking up glucose, how do we keep them ready to absorb more? Let's get practical. First up, building a spike-proof plate is key. Start with some protein, fiber, and healthy fats, either before or with your carbs. Now, this combo helps slow down the glucose rush. Next, think of a quick 10 to 15 minute walk after meals as your glucose vacuum. Your muscles are champs at soaking up excess sugar right after eating. And speaking of muscles, strength training twice a week can add more storage space for glucose. Now let's talk about basics that often get overlooked: sleep and stress. Aim for a consistent sleep window and consider a 2-minute downshift breathing session before meals. Calmness aids digestion. Finally, smart swaps make a difference. Try a higher protein breakfast, cut back on liquid sugars, and make your snacks intentional rather than constant. Now that you've got those practical moves to boost insulin sensitivity, how do you know it's working for you? Think of it like checking your car's dashboard. Your energy levels, cravings, and waistline are like fuel gauges. Are you energized after meals or always craving more? Consistent sleep also matters. These are quick self-checks you can do daily. But for deeper insights, ask your clinician about checking your A1C, a marker of long-term blood sugar levels, and, if needed, fasting insulin or post-meal testing. Watch out for red flags like unexplained weight loss, excessive thirst, or frequent urination, which could require professional care. We've covered how spikes aren't just sugar's fault, why they impact us differently, and how to handle them with real changes. If you want, comment what causes your biggest crashes, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and I'll make a follow-up on the best first meal for stable energy. And as always, use this as education and check with a qualified healthcare professional, especially if you have pre-diabetes, diabetes, or take glucose-lowering meds. Remember, this is educational content. Always consult your doctor for personal medical advice.